Hello everyone. Oh, this move. So I'm a bit stressed because it's my first talk, but I hope everything's going to be fine because it's a lightning talk, so 10 minutes should be good. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks, Callstack, for inviting me. So I'm about to talk to you today about what I discovered while I was maintaining the WebView. Please note that this is not the only way to achieve the same results. I'm just giving directions and insights of what I've done. About me, I'm Thibault Malbranche, so I'm French. My Twitter and GitHub, you can't say it. I mean, Titos or something, just say Tito or whatever. Thibault is fine also. I'm working in a French startup called Brigade, and I'm really lucky because they allow me to do a lot of open source, because they know that everything that I do is contributing to libraries that we use internally, and every time that I spent working on these projects, I get it back by being able to discuss directly with maintainers and have all these cool insights beforehand. And if you can convince your managers to allow you to do some open source, please at least try, because it's really great and it always pays back. So I started React Native 2 years ago, and before that I had 6 months of experience in Android native stuff and iOS. And so I arrived here and I was experimenting with everything, and we needed WebView, and WebView was completely broken in React Native. No pull request was merged, and it was missing tons of features. And our goal was, before React Native Web and everything existed, to reuse our website inside the app, so we needed a WebView. And so I first fixed some forks that were existing, and I was just combining them and having my own fork. And then I heard about this linker effort that Facebook was having, which was basically remove all the components they don't use so that the community can maintain them and merge pull requests and iterate. And so while Facebook focuses on core, component can get updates from the community. And so WebView was exploited 1 year ago, and it's already been more than 100 releases and 100 contributors. So I want to shout out to all the community that helped me achieve all this. So thank you, everyone. So I started my journey by knowing nothing about WebView. So I was I started on the repo, and at first I was answering to everyone. In 5 minutes, I kept my phone with my notifications on. I put some extra apps to get more notification from GitHub to be always available if anyone needed something, because I was so junior that I was kind of panicking. And Lorenzo and Mike were try to calm down, this is going to be fine. And I was no, I need to help everyone. And so what I learned after 1 month, because I was dead, is that you need to come first and find why you're doing this, why you're doing open source, and you need to learn to manage your time. And you need to learn that no one can blame you for not spending more time than they did on issues they are having and you don't. So if someone just creates an issue and comes to you and is this is not working, and does not give you more context, you don't have to feel bad. I mean, if he does not spend 5 minutes on this, you can't just blame yourself. So the next step is, when people are having issue, but you don't have a lot of time to work on it because you work somewhere else too, is to ask for help. So what you should do is help all the newcomers that create pull requests and create issue to get involved. And you first start creating templates on how to open issue, to give you more context on how to open pull requests, and you offer guidance. And the thing that most people are afraid to submit pull requests and to contribute to open source because they think that they're not good enough, or that they won't be their code won't be accepted. And you need to show them that it's not true. You need to put the power in their hands, so that every time they get involved and they want to get involved, you answer them, and you're encouraging them to keep continuing, and you make them responsible and you give them ownership. And this is how WebView has 100 contributors on 100 releases. This is just every time someone wants to do something, I'm yeah, do it, and I'm going to get it merged and I'm going to review it. So this is what I try to do, because I could not fix everything by myself. And so for this to go well, I try to adding some coding styles. So you put Predator, you put ESLint. This allows you to review pull requests without dying because everyone changed spaces and commas and everything all the time. And I rewrote everything to TypeScript. I think what's important is not using TypeScript or Flow, but is using at least one of them, because this is going to make you feel so much better. Like you can sleep when you merge a pull request, actually, because it's just compiling, and I mean, it's easier to use. As for like end users, it's better because it gives you completion. When you're a maintainer, it's easier to edit. And when you merge a pull request, I mean, if it compiles, you're pretty safe. So next to like get some time back, you need to automate everything. So stop trying to test everything by hand and deploy to CI, use GitHub Actions to automatically close pull requests, to run tests. And this is like, I mean, you need to delegate as much as possible. So either you delegate to other people, or either you delegate this to like a CI, but you can't do everything by yourself. So with this CI, we were able to run Semantic Release, which is a tool that allowed WebView to, like, I think, be very successful in like its changelog and its release state and the release cycle. And so Semantic Release is something that basically passes your commit and automatically deploys a new version based on what you type inside your commit. And I wanted to show you how easy it is to actually deploy a new version of WebView by doing it live right now, because I have a pull request that's ready to get merged. So I'm going to try to do this. It should be on which side? Here. And it's good. Yep. So I have a pull request that's ready. That's basically to fix something on iOS. And so I checked everything was fine. Test run, OK. This is just a few line changes. So what I just need to do is hit the squash and merge button, make sure that I follow the Angular, nomenclature for like naming the pull request, which is fix will deploy to the patch release, feature will deploy to the minor release, and if you type somewhere inside the description breaking change, it's going to bump to a major. So I'm just going to like squash and merge. And this is just going to deploy with Circle CI, and in a few minutes, we should have a new version of WebView, which should be, if I'm OK, 7.0.3, I think, or maybe 0.4 it's going to be. So right now, we just merged something, and when I'm going to refresh the release page in a few minutes, we should be good. Yeah, so today is going to be 0.4. So let me come back to my slides. Sorry. Oh. So by doing a semantic release, we allowed everyone to get instant feedback on their work. And I think this is something that's really important, because we need everyone from the community to maintain all these repositories. And so showing them that as soon as they do some great contribution, that pass all the tests, and that follow all the templates we give them, we should just release it. There's no reason to like hold back a feature if you can just release it with the correct versioning, so that no user can get harmed from it. Semantic Release allows you to do just that. So that's kind of all for me. Thanks for listening. I'm just going to refresh like soon the release page, and it should be fine. So maybe Circle CI is slow sometimes, sorry. But we could actually monitor. See this setup really? Sorry. Let me check, and if it's too slow, we just can go to the next one. OK, so it's really slow. So sorry about this. I wanted to do it live, but it's not working. All right, so thanks, everyone. And I hope to see you contributing on everything.